Tonight on the DNVR postgame show, did we get a glimmer of hope from Julian Lewis in the midst of a embarrassing loss for the Colorado Buffaloes? Will other changes be made? Let's vent it out. And by the way, did we have the greatest tarps off section in the history of sports? We'll break it down in just a second.
Let's go.
Squad. Coming to you from
The Broker Inn.
Broker Inn, maybe. It's the DNVR postgame show for Colorado versus Arizona. We're presented by Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying your tickets with Game Time. Use the promo code BUFFS, BUFFS. You'll get $20 off your first purchase. That happened.
Show did.
I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about Julian. I have nothing to really say about what happened before that.
Okay, I will. Last week on the postgame show, I feel I was composed.
Yeah?
You were.
And I said, in my opinion, this is a loss that has to be a catalyst for major changes. And it is my opinion that not making major changes is one of the reasons why this happened. And a lot of fingers can be pointed in that, for that. But to me, that was one where you had to kind of press a reset button. And I think there was attempts to reset from a bunch of different angles from Coach Prime and the rest of the coaching staff. But I don't think it worked. And I think that there's a chance that maybe a more dramatic change could have had a better effect on this football team. And the other takeaway that I have is, at a certain point, you become who you are. And
We're at that point.
We're at that point with this football team right now just not being very good.
Yeah?
Oh, that's the bottom line of it. We can talk about changes that should have been made, needed to be made, could have been made, would have, should have all year long. But the fact of the matter is that this team is not a team. This team does not play well together.
Right.
You have some bright individual spots of talent, but when it comes to cohesive units, whether that's offense, defense, or special teams, we don't have a good team. We don't execute well together. We execute well in isolated spots with individuals.
Yes.
But as a collective schematic, one side of the ball, the other, special teams, it just does not function well. And the evidence of that is what should have been an anomaly happened again in a 7-day period.
Yeah.
That means that this ain't about Utah and it ain't about Arizona.
Facts.
It's about you because you're the common denominator. And when you look at the common denominator, there's so much that goes wrong in these games that it still always gets back to the simple things that go wrong. We flat out cannot tackle. And you can't have a successful football team and you can't tackle.
No.
So for me, if it was
how does that happen, though?
I have no idea. Again, we talked about it like on the pregame show. You do all these drills to keep you from reaching, and you get in the game and you reach. Mm-hmm. That first score, 5 people reached out and touched that guy with 2 hands like it was tagged.
At least.
and he still scored.
Yeah.
So, schematically for me, if we were in the wrong scheme, he doesn't get touched.
Right.
Or he only gets touched once and does some pirouette and goes down the field.
Yeah.
When 5 out of 11 people touch you and you don't tackle him, and then that happens series after series, drive after drive. It's not like a one-offer. It is the common theme throughout these games that we lose or lose big or lose close, whatever. It's the common theme in the losses. There were some calls tonight that I was like, huh? But there were still far too many damn penalties. You took
Way
yourself here's what feels different, guys. Can't wait to hear what y'all take on it is. This didn't feel like the Utah loss. This one felt worse. Utah was okay, you got whooped, right? But you never even had a chance to unwhoop.
Right.
Yeah.
You had opportunities tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
you had the score come off the board. You had drives get erased.
You forced 3 fumbles. You had 2 or 3 dropped interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where, to me, it feels better. but I understand what you're saying. It's like it's worse because you actually had a chance and somehow got blown out that bad.
Yeah.
And to me,
Like
it's
you didn't
better
want the
because
chance.
it actually felt like they were playing a football game with another team, whereas last week I don't even know what that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, no matter how you slice it, last week was bad, and I think to your point, this week is worse because it's at home, man. That's at Folsom Field. Like,
Can't use the road excuse no more.
no.
And the sun was out when the game started.
Exactly right. Can't use the late night excuse either.
Wasn't cold. It was. It's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
You know, I use this one a lot in like other conversations. Elizabeth Taylor, rest her soul, was married to 10 guys. 11. But
For real,
one
for
guy,
real?
we had one guy twice. All right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How can 10 men be wrong about the same thing and they don't know each other?
It's you.
It's you. We are Elizabeth Taylor. Like, it's us. We got to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? That wasn't Utah. That wasn't Georgia Tech.
Nope.
That wasn't Houston. That was me. I did that. Which, you know, you were at the presser. I loved Coach Prime. Like he's owning it. Like, man, you know, you can shoot at the players. You can shoot at, but I did this.
Well, he actually said, don't shoot at the players. Don't go after the coordinators.
Right.
Go after me. And so taking Coach Prime's initiative, I think that by not making a big change last week, whether that's firing someone, benching the quarterback, doing something big that says like, hey, we are making sweeping changes, I think that in a sense you conveyed the message that like that can happen and change won't happen.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a misstep on Coach Prime's part.
And he will tell you, like he told in the press conference, he's owning all of it. You have reached a point in this season, whether it is the next 3 days or the end of the season, you have to make drastic changes. You have to make statement changes. Because if nothing else, if you leave everything the same, just like it is, you're co-signing that this is okay. And we'll
Facts.
fight our way through it.
Facts.
And one thing we know, and he's articulated, it's not okay. And then the second thing, we've tried to fight our way through it. Now, what those changes are, what they look like, I don't know. Who knows? But something has to shake because what should have been a one-time occurrence, what happened at Utah, not only happened twice in a season, it happened back-to-back.
Yeah. And go ahead, Scotty.
I was just going to say, for me, Ray Lewis came in this week and told this team to their faces about themselves, and they did nothing about it. They said this is a team with no camaraderie. This is a team coming out in the same uniform with different spirits. And that's what we saw tonight. You mentioned it, the third play of the game. Trey Spivey breaks 5+ tackles
Pinball.
on the way to the crib. This defense has now given up 5 50+ yard touchdowns over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
five-
a season,
And
more
it
than a
wasn't-
season.
And it wasn't great before that.
Exactly. You've given up 105 points over the last 2 weeks. And, you know, Coach Prime said after the game when he was asked about does he see a team that has quit, he says no. He says, I know quit when I see it. I haven't seen that. But it's hard to argue with what we've seen on the field the last 2 weeks.
But here's where I understand what you're saying, but I agree with him.
Okay.
I can tell by the effort that they haven't quit because they're trying. It's just not good at what they're trying.
Yeah.
Albert Einstein once said, you can't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. The effort is there. Like, we see the effort.
Yeah.
It's the execution that ain't happening. So, Coach Prime, you know, whether somebody thinks he's being cute with the language or want to keep things guarded, however you want to cut it, he's exactly right. When you go to practice and you see the prep and you see the film study and you see everything they do to prepare, no, they haven't quit. But I also saw you miss 5 tackles.
Yeah.
So it's like an execution thing. It is a cohesive kind of talent thing because these 5 people, we're still talking about that first score where everybody touched him.
Yeah.
In the past, this defense would have been 3 people touching him at the same time. There was a swarm to the ball.
Right.
Now there's like, oh, Scotty's got him. Oh,
Exactly.
no, Jake's got him.
Yeah.
No, RK will get him.
It's a bunch of
Damn,
individuals out
how'd
there.
you miss that? Like, but no 4 of us went to
Exactly.
the ball.
It's a bunch of individuals on both sides of the ball. It's not even just a defense. It feels like that offensively. There's no cohesion with this team. And
even with all that, you were in it. Like, you had chances, man.
Yeah.
I mean-
it's weird to say, but it's there were times in the game where it felt like, man, if they just get something here, they're right back. I think it would have been hard for them to win this football game under any circumstances, given the fact that they couldn't stop a nosebleed on the defensive side of the ball. And I think there's a really fine line between like quitting, but then also like playing with heart and passion and pride.
Like you want to be there.
And that's where I think one of these things is true. I don't think these guys have quit. That's a really strong term. That might be like the most offensive thing you could ever say to an athlete, like you quit. And so I'm not there. I do think they are playing with a severe lack of passion, pride, and
definitely
like desire.
And the thing about that I will sign on with you since week 1.
Yeah, it's been consistent.
Yeah, it's been like
with that.
The lack of passion and pride
Yeah.
is what cost you the close games. The lack of passion and pride is what you got you blown out in the bigger games.
And the lack of
it's
discipline.
because like even the tackling thing, that's like a mindset want to. You know, you reach for a guy because you're just trying to, I'm going to grab him around the waist and I'm going to fall down, just pull him down. No, hit him. Take him to the ground. Do to them what they do to us.
And like, to me, so this is a big challenge of the NIL era and in the era that we are in football, is getting guys to love the name on the front of the jersey. And
We talked about this before the season, man.
yeah, and it's definitely like a criticism that I think CU fans have had of Coach Prime, going back to like like getting them to learn the fight song and stuff like that. And I've defended Coach Prime and like, we're kind of in a different world.
Because we are.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
But I think that this playing with pride and passion and heart kind of goes hand in hand with like, hey, I'm putting on the Colorado jersey today. Like, I got to go out there and represent, not just for myself, for my teammates, for my coaches, and for all 52,000 people who are here wearing that jersey.
This is not a disagreement rebuttal. This is a train track. We're running parallel. The same thing can be said about your own last name.
Totally.
And your own teammates next to you. It's like, learning the fight song could drive up some passion and pride. But what about the name on the back of jersey? What about what you came in to talk to Coach Prime and you said, I'm doing this for mama so I can change her life? What about the passion and pride in that? Like either one of these tracks when you fell on, you're not living up to your potential.
Totally.
Something like Ray Lewis talked about, like you're not all in yourself.
And the fight song is a microcosm of the larger debate or conversation, which is like, how do you get guys to play with that pride? How do you get guys to love what they're putting on for? And so I don't want this to be taken as like, oh, RK says they lost because they don't know the fight song.
No. If someone heard that from you, they don't want to hear you.
People will find a way to hear a lot of things.
Because they don't want to hear you.
But I do think it's a challenge of this era of football to get guys to play for the school. And I think that
absolutely.
And that is results in more heart when you get it.
That is college football wide, because name, image, and likeness is about your name, your image, and your likeness.
Facts.
And that's the driver now. The transfer portal is the driver now. You know, you talk about Coach Prime talked last week. I don't think it was Scotty. Someone else asked him about coaches firing and the impatience of college football. Because of that impatience of college football, nobody is swarming and getting 12th graders to come to school and develop them. You're getting guys out of the portal that can play now because you got to win now.
Yeah.
And then those guys who are maybe 1 year with you but trying to go to the league, or maybe 2 years with you, like it's a different mindset now in college.
Totally. And guys used to have to make a decision for 4 years. Like they used to say like, all right, I'm choosing my school. I'm going to be here for 4 years. I don't think guys think that way at all anymore.
No.
Nah.
And then guys think, all right, I'm giving this a 1 year test drive. We'll see how it goes.
For sure.
And again, that's just a huge challenge. And like, when you talk about just things like culture and whatever, like college football buzzwords you want to use, I think it's one of the great challenges of this era is how do you get guys to truly buy into everything that comes with coming to the University of Colorado or any other school.
Now, this is not to derail what you just articulated. This is to add another point to it. That also starts with selection.
Oh, totally.
There are people out there who can buy into a culture and play with passion.
And you need real leaders on the football team who are pushing that message.
When these portals open. So let's look at just the facts. The best guys on winning teams ain't the ones leaving.
Right.
By and large.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's for the most part.
Right.
You don't have the best guy in the top 6 leaving. All right, so you're dealing with guys who are looking for opportunities, and they may have some blemishes here or there for whatever those reasons are. So it's buyer beware. It's like a used car market out there without a Carfax, so to speak. So you have to do another level of due diligence to be like, all right, I see Scotty's stats, but what does Scotty do when the lights get bright at Folsom? Because here's one thing that we all know, because we were all doing things similar to this before Deion Sanders. The lights get brighter when you're doing something around him.
For all of us.
All of us.
Definitely.
Including playing for him for so. Like, God bless Caden Salter. This isn't Liberty. Like, this is a different look. And all the guys who transfer, wherever you came from, even if you're on the bench in Alabama, the field at Folsom is different.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, the lights are way bright, and everybody that says they're for that can handle it can't necessarily handle it. So do you have to do a deeper dive starting there?
Yep.
We can't tackle.
You can't win that way.
Can't tackle.
You got to be a tackle, man.
Let's take our first break. Shout out the homies over at Breck Brew. And shout out to everyone who came out at the tailgate. Another weekend of folks coming from all over the country to come see us at the tailgate, hang out, have a couple of Breck Brews. Shout out to the CU aunties who came by.
The best.
They are the best. They brought the vibes. But
they were telling me, we look at you guys as nephews too. I was like, thank you so much. It's
the best compliment you can get.
Love in my life.
Hopefully there were a few people at least at the DNVR bar watching this game for a little bit maybe before they went home. And maybe they had a couple Breck Brews. But we're going to be there tomorrow for the Broncos game, crushing some Breck Brews, and you can join us too. Check out their beer locator at breckbrew.com to find a brew near you. Shout out Breckenridge Brewery.
One of the advantages of us doing the post-game show from here at the Broker Inn for no particular reason is we are way closer to Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right there.
I think I can see it.
It's right there.
And there ain't going to be a line.
No.
The line's gone.
You could probably hit like a 6-iron
Yeah.
Taco Bell from here, which would probably be pretty fun. But, yeah, I mean, pretty much foregone conclusion. That's where I'm heading after this show.
So right.
And how could you not? Best Taco Bell in America, in my opinion, sits right there at the corner of Baseline and Broadway, but they're all good. And the Buffs box hits even after losses. I can attest to that. So get over to Taco Bell, get yourself a Buffs box, get yourself maybe a Julian Lewis cup, which might be stock up on those cups after tonight. Head over to Taco Bell. Shout out to Taco Bell, proud partner of CU Athletics, donating $1,000 to the Golden Buffalo Scholarship Foundation for every CU touchdown scored. In 2025, Buffs love the bell, live Moss at Taco Bell. Let's hit that right now. Might as well hit the touchdown tracker.
Sure. 2 of them.
2 of them things.
We're into fire?
Alyssa can tell us.
I'm into fire. Because that vent right there is throwing out some heat. Did you feel that?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't.
It's an absurd amount of heat.
Are we on fire or no?
We're on the fire line.
Touching fire. We're touching fire.
We haven't crossed over, though.
But, you know, it's like it's the plane of the goal line. Like, once you
We've
hit
reached
it,
fire
Or is it
territory.
soccer? The whole ball has to cross the whole line.
Why would it be soccer? We're doing a football show.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know.
The same way wrestling is a winter sport.
True.
It is a winter sport.
And not basketball.
It is a winter sport.
You guys want to go tarps off for this segment?
How about that touchdown?
Which one?
Julian Lewis's first career college touchdown. What a dot.
Yeah.
What a play.
Yep.
Young man was pretty impressive in a very unideal spot to be put into the game at that point.
He's just got instincts.
He really does. I tweeted during the game, and his pocket movement is just really impressive for a guy who hasn't played much college football.
We saw him step up in the pocket on that touchdown, like evade a rush, and chuck it deep. I mean, we've been dying for that all year.
He was pretty impressive. Like I said, that was an unideal spot to be thrown in the game, but I thought he handled it really well. Did we see the last of Caden Salter this season? Do y'all think?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think so.
I think the way Julian performed, it makes it harder to go back.
For sure.
You know, but we have to see how the week preparation goes up
Right.
to it, because again, he was like thrown in unexpectedly. Now,
Right.
No one went to that game going, "Hey, we're going to play the third string freshman today."
Right.
But shit happens, and you adjust, and so. But I think that any situation, right, where you have to bench a starter and you go with a second, let alone the third, and it actually works better, those are indicators that make it hard to go back. But
For sure.
with 3 games left in the season, a lot of this stuff, is on Julian to decide. as far as like, does he want a red shirt or not? Conversations with the coaches, because again, now we're down to 3 games. Well, 2 on the road, 1 home,
and I think Julian would say what I was saying about why he should start tonight, which is, hey, let's if you guys are in and you want to start me, let's go start these next 2 games. And hey, if we're able to win them both, like hell yeah, I want to play for a chance to get us to bowl eligibility in that final game. But to me, that was always just a bridge you cross when you get there. Yeah. We don't have to decide if Julian's redshirting tonight or next week or the week after that. Yep. You got to decide before the game after that. Yep. And so we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening there. But to me, it's like you go out and you start him next week, you start him the week after that, and if you lose either of those games, well, then it's a very easy decision. You say like, hey, go get him Staub. We're going to preserve the red shirt in this final game of the season.
Or go get him Scotty at that point.
Well, I mean, how valuable are reps at that point, though?
Not as.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, it's up to it's to me, it would be up to Julian and his dad.
That's where I started with. It's up to them.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But like, I don't know. At least if I'm Coach Prime, I'd want to get Julian as many reps as possible.
Well, he literally called timeouts to try and get him some extra reps tonight.
Yeah. And even at the presser tonight, I said, I want what's in the best interest of what they want. So it's like, if they want this, that's what I want for them.
I've never envisioned Julian Lewis playing college football in the year 2030.
No.
So I don't think the red shirt really matters, but it's a tool that you have in your pocket as a player if you keep it or use it. So we'll see what they want to do with that. Back to again, we don't have to talk about that tonight. Back to Julian. Especially I have talked a lot about like getting him in the perfect situation and how you should curate it and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And everyone around him or that knows him was like, yeah, he doesn't give a shit about that. He just wants to play ball, and he'll go out there and ball if given the chance. What do you do? 9 for 17, 121 yards and a touchdown. Threw for more yards in a quarter and a half than this team has thrown for in the last 2 games combined before he got in there.
And even as impressive as that touchdown pass was, I think maybe his most impressive play to me, 3rd and 11 before the touchdown. 3rd and 11, scramble for a 15-yard gain to pick up a first down.
Yeah, he looked fast.
He can move. He can move. He just has a good feel for the game.
The more impressive play because the pass I expect.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Really quick, this World Series game is so lit.
Yeah, it really is.
Thanks to the Colorado
Game 7. It's extra innings,
Thanks to the Colorado Rockies, I don't give a shit about baseball anymore. But Game 7 of the World Series in extra innings.
Where do they end now? Inning.
They're in the 11th, but the Dodgers just took the lead with a solo home run in the top of the 11th. Leadoff double by Vlad Guerrero in the bottom of the 11th.
Wow. Go Yankees.
Go
Back
Blues.
to real
Go
sports.
Dodgers because the Yankees got beat by Toronto, and there's no way I'm going to pull for Toronto.
Are you a Yankees fan for real?
I'm
or are you
absolutely a Yankees fan.
So you're a Yankees and a Cowboys fan, huh?
Yeah. I like being hated.
And the Buffs, well, you get that with there too.
In the words of Scotty Deep Pockets, it's an experience.
It's an experience. Go Rockies, I guess. So yeah, man, shout out to Julian. I thought he really showed what the future could look like with him at quarterback.
Yeah, and I think.
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out to Mata for setting a record, man. Breaking a record.
What record did he break?
He set a new school record for consecutive extra points.
Let's
Hell
fire.
yeah.
Congrats, Mata.
He's now the leader in that category. Automata.
The other thing with Julian, though, I mean, he hit the deep ball to O, but a few of those were right there. I mean, he just tunes in the sight a little bit more, and I think you can just go bombs away. I mean, he is chucking the one to Quentin Gibson. It's like just a step past him. That one potentially goes out. There was one on the bottom of the sideline. Who was that to? I can't remember. But
I'm not sure.
The arm is live.
Very. And I think he'll get more and more comfortable at hanging in the pocket. There's a couple times where I felt like he just left before he needed to, but I think that's a very natural thing when you're that amped up.
They asked Barry Sanders why was he so good at what he does. He said, because I hate getting hit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys who think, oh, shit, I'm about to get hit and I'm moving. And you're exactly right. That'll come with time, more poise and patience. But I thought, like you guys have said, to have been called on at a moment's notice.
For real.
Maybe not so much as a moment's notice on the sideline because after stop through the second one, it was already in momentum for him to come in.
Yeah.
Well, and apparently Coach Prime said at halftime, like, hey, we're going to go with Staub coming out of the half, and if he doesn't give us a spark, we'll go to Juju.
Yeah, so it wasn't as, like Willie Beeman over there eating popcorn.
Willie Beeman.
Did you see what happened to him at the end of the game?
Yeah, his hand hit a helmet.
That's what I thought.
And so I didn't see if it was cut, but it was certainly like he couldn't move it, like it was a stinger in it, right? But it loosened up. The problem was like communication. And again, this is an experience in the poise thing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have timeouts.
Right.
And so he's trying to tell, because it's his right hand, he's trying to tell the bench, hey, I can't even like grab a snap.
Catch a snap,
yeah. And they were like, no, like
Yeah. Oh, my
it was like
gosh.
a play communication thing.
Sure.
And then it just eroded into.
So did it cramp up? Is that what happened? Because he like looked at the ref and showed him his hand, and the ref was like, "Oh, like."
Because it's like when he.
So I thought he was bleeding because I figured he was just
hit
like.
it. It's like it kind of froze like right there, like
Yeah. For sure.
Kind of like when guys like us sit and take a dump too long and their left leg doesn't want to.
That'd be real though.
That's what I'm telling you.
Like feet fall asleep,
Like,
and I'm like,
you feel
damn,
it, you
like,
know it's
yeah,
there,
for
but
sure.
you can't do anything with it until it wakes up.
We had
That's
some
real.
we had some listeners who started something called they called it the knee circles podcast, which is what you get from being on your phone.
Oh
You lift
yeah.
them up, you get little circles on your knees.
But yeah, obviously, you know, Coach Prime was.
I got a crazy story. I had 2 bruises right here. Right
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
I couldn't figure for the life of me how they got
You're like,
there.
what the hell?
And then this happened to be a 2-dump day. and when I went back in and put the same, I was like, oh my God.
It was sore.
Those are dump bruises.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I've never heard the phrase dump bruises in my life.
First time.
Keep living, bro.
I'm dead. But no, I mean, obviously, Coach Prime was asked about, you know, his starter next week. You know,
What'd he say?
and Coach Prime was non-committal, right? He was like,
but it was so coy. It was almost like he said it's Juju.
See, we need to talk about this because
I saw what y'all saw.
there was a little debate in the media room afterwards because
Oh my God.
Prime was asked, he was like, is Juju looking like the starter next week? And Coach Prime said, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But was he saying like that's where we're at right now in terms of Juju being the starter, or was
So
it a
it was-
continuation
it was-
of what he was saying prior? Like that's where we're at right now in terms of these quarterbacks, like they're all playing right now.
It was both. It was a primism. Like it was both because he asked the question 2 different ways and got the same answer.
That's right.
And so it was the last time when he rephrased it, it was affirmation of like, what are you crazy? It was like, we're going to go out there with Juju first. But if you attach it to the first answer, it was like, no, we're going to have practice. And
Exactly right.
it'll be the same flow. Salter goes out. We're going to get a spark. We go to stop. Like, but
Julian has to start.
if you talk to anybody in any barbershop, that's what they say. But that's not
Right.
what Coach Prime answered because Coach Prime was being Prime.
As long as his hand's healthy, he's the starter.
Yeah.
You would just have to think that. And that's why what I took away from it, his last thing was like, it was almost, I'm paraphrasing, what did y'all just see? Like, how did we just end the game? That's
sure.
how we're going to start the next game.
They played 4 quarterbacks tonight. Julian Lewis was the best passer.
He was the best.
Best
at
quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not a
quarterback.
question.
Yeah.
Now, Flutie, that's who we call him, Black Flutie, Ponder. That's who went in at the moment's notice. Shout out for Ponder for just being alert.
Is it because of his number?
Yeah, he's Black Flutie.
Black Flutie is hilarious.
And I love this younger generation. Like, he first thought it was a diss until he went and researched Flutie. And he was like,
Doug was a dog.
Yeah, he was a dog.
baller.
He's
For
a
sure.
dog.
He was really like that.
5'9",
final,
just slinging that shit.
Play popped up on my timeline not too long ago. His drop kick,
Yeah,
Really?
legend.
Black Flutie.
Last
Dodgers
time that
won.
happened.
I know. Walk off, double play.
Let's talk about real sports.
Is that twice? Because that's how they ended Game 6 too. Was with the double play. That's crazy.
I don't know. This is the first time I've watched baseball all year.
Were Rockets dead last?
Oh,
Probably.
Yeah.
No, I knew the answer. I just wanted to.
All right,
You
let's
can't hurt me with that anymore. I wish you could.
let's take our next break. And shout out the homies over at Toyota.
Alyssa, I'm sending you a video.
Shout out to everyone again who came out here that we met from out of town. Hope you got a Toyota because then you could see everything that Colorado has to offer. The mountains, come up to Boulder, check out Folsom, and then go drive around in the city in Denver because that's just what Toyota is. It's versatile, reliable, and just gets you where you need to go. They have 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive like the Epic 4Runner. They also have 16 different hybrid vehicles. to choose from, like the Tundra iForce Max Hybrid truck as well. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corbin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Scott.
I don't have my laptop.
And also shout out to our friends over at Bet365.
Sorry,
Body language over here.
I had two down
Scotty
first.
was Black Flutie over there.
I was looking at this fire tweet from Preston Ashley. I'll read to y'all after this break.
I mean, it's 2 words.
Chill.
We coming?
Anyways, close enough. Shout out to Bet365. You know what, Scotty? Tell the people, how you doing on Bet365 these days?
It's rough. It's tough.
Scotty's still taking some on the chin, just learning some lessons about sports betting, it feels like.
You got to chill. Talking about taking one on the chin.
Yeah,
Relax, brother. Yeah. Relax.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
But I'm crushing.
Battery?
No, I did not.
Yes,
I was waiting for you to tell a story or something. Anyways, shout out Bet365. They got the early money line payout, 17 points or more in football, and it's an instant cash out, even if the other team comes all the way back to win. That means the Broncos have cashed at least once this year against the Giants.
Yeah. Wait.
Or they counter cash. So 2
Double
teams cashed
cash.
on the money line. Yeah. But new customers right now also get $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up, use the code DNVR365, deposit $10, and then place a bet of $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. These bonus bets can be used on anything: the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You must be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
What's the tweet?
So Coach Prime was asked after the game about how he would explain these last 2 weeks to recruits. And Coach Prime goes, I don't have to explain. They all saw it. He goes, if you're a dog, you're going to want to come here and want to right the wrong. And if you're a cat, you're going to look at the scoreboard and run. Which one are you, a dog or a cat?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Preston Ashley quote retweets it and goes, dog, coach.
Hell yeah.
He's
Dog.
10 million% locked in.
Overly locked in.
And I'm going to tell you, man, my recruiting experience here, because keep in mind throughout this process, we've had some losses. You saw year 1, and then what happened year 2. You see what's happening now. I've yet to meet a recruit that they changed their minds. The guys who want to come, they're actually watching those games, and they're seeing where they would have made a difference.
For sure.
And they're calling, going like, man, I wish I'd been there this year because I'd have made that play. They see it that way.
Yeah.
But you do have a swath of people out there who want to ride a wave instead of create a wave.
Yeah.
But like Coach said, man, I'm looking for the guys that look at that scoreboard and be like, it won't happen to me next year.
Well, I mean, look at Xavier Hill, look at Zai, look at Zarian. I mean, those guys all saw just point blank, I could just come and join this team and make an immediate impact, and they've done that.
And the portal is about opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? And
sure.
so one thing you see out there,
Yeah.
we got opportunity.
Yeah. Tawfiq Bayard, he saw Cam was leaving and goes, you know what, I can be that guy.
Yep.
Speaking of Tawfiq Bayard, he's going to be out for the first half next week.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Coach spoke on that, said that sucks, but we'll do some things, have in place to make up for him and welcome him back when he can come because he is a dog.
Well, I don't know what's going on there because Ben Finnestad didn't start tonight. It was John Slaughter. So now you're probably going to have 2 guys who you didn't start the season with starting at safety in this game next week.
It's tough. I mean, that's your best defensive player.
Actually, Ben might probably end up starting in some regard, I'd assume.
Yeah.
But
Can we talk about the highlight of the night other than Juju?
Sure.
The shirtless guys in the stands?
Yes,
Thank
that
you.
is exactly
Thank you.
what it was.
I want to salute those guys, man.
Bro, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, this has been a trend recently.
not a good trend.
Especially for teams that are getting blown out.
Yep.
And I think we had the best one of anyone so far.
I agree.
Like, there is,
You really had your shirt off out there, gang?
well, let's see. I think Alyssa has the video.
Might be loud. Hang on a minute.
That's crazy work.
Sorry in advance.
I was explaining
Headphone
this
warning.
trend to people on the sideline. Like,
I was in there.
Man, I'm so for it.
I was going to say, why can I hear your voice?
Well, because I'm the
distinctly
one
in the
doing a
crowd?
selfie video of that. Look, man, you only get 6 or 7 opportidopportunities
A
to
year?
go into the
How many?
stadium a year, 6 or 7. And I love that those kids found a way to have fun tonight.
Yeah, I was telling some guys on the sideline, RK, that I love this new trend in college football. You've seen it in some other sports as well. But they were like, what are you talking about? I said, when you're losing, you don't leave. You find a way to stay engaged. And so 2 or 3 guys will go find an empty section, and they're going to take their shirts off and wave them until they're joined by another 2 or 3 guys. And then you're joined by another 2 or 3. And you look up, and it's a section full of shirtless people, and the score is like 48-0. It's
Pretty fire.
It was
like, you got to love that, man.
Also, they're over there chanting, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
love it, man.
All the different chants, man. It was great. And you could see, like, the migration
Yes.
of people just be like, I got to get there. I'm sitting
Coming
over
from
there.
all directions.
For real.
You saw recruits just phasing in.
Yeah.
And I love the ones who didn't wait till they got to get there to take their shirts off.
They're just like-
they're running over taking their shirts off.
So I was sitting there like, man, I'm too old for this shit. And then I was like, nah, this looks too
YOLO.
fun. Like, you only live once. I gotta
You got a
go.
quarter, right?
Yeah.
The heads is worth 25 cents. The tails is worth 25 cents. You were right in both regards.
Exactly.
You were too fucking old to be doing that. But you had to go do it.
I had to go to.
I've been ashamed that you sat here tonight and said, man, I thought about it, Neil. I just couldn't do it.
I was definitely not the oldest person in that section by like at least 20 years. Like, it was all ages, all shapes, all sizes.
I saw a little kid like 6 years old.
Oh yeah, everyone was in there. Tarps off. Chip was tarps off.
Got hair into a 6-pack.
That's crazy.
Yes, it was great, man. That was a moment that I told my friends, I'm like, one day when the Buffs are in victory formation in the national championship, I'm gonna remember that we were tarps off, getting our fucking doors blown off by Arizona.
Not the only team to do it this year, unfortunately.
Man, I was going to say we sat here, but we weren't together. We talked about yesterday the importance of this game because of the opportunities after this game. And I'm sitting here watching conference ball today as we wait on this kickoff, and I go, shit, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are scoring points. I didn't have that factored in.
They went to a freshman quarterback.
Scotty.
Ain't that some
Scotty
shit?
Fox Jr.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, man. Now, of course, I didn't know what happened tonight was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm optimistic. Like, okay, we're going to beat Arizona, go to West Virginia. And I'm watching West Virginia play Houston, who, beat us. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's,
Went in there and dropped 45 on them boys.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's also this conference, though, man.
Yep.
I mean,
oh, yeah.
You sleepwalk into any game, you're gonna get smacked.
Yeah, like if we're talking in like CFB 26 terms, like the entire conference is separated by like 10 overall points.
Yep.
Maybe Texas Tech has an extra 5 at the top, but it's almost any given Saturday, every single game, every single
Absolutely.
week in this conference. It just is.
And you got to, and that's also the darkening of our doorstep. You got to find a way to hang around because what you talk about is going to happen.
Yeah.
And we found a way to not hang around. Like,
Yes.
we're on the bottom half.
Yeah, but
and can't come back.
that's also like I think a small sign of hope for moving forward, especially with Julian. Like, I mean, I hope to God is Julian starting the rest of
Can
the
I
year.
disagree with you a little bit?
Go ahead.
It's more than a little hope. It's a big hope. Because one thing about this conference, there's not only a great deal of parity there, there's not a runaway Shador where like they got just the absolute best quarterback. We have a situation where you can retain a guy, and if not next year, the year after that, you got the best damn quarterback in the conference.
For sure.
And anytime you got the best quarterback in the conference, you can win the conference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, parity, the variance from year to year is so wide. You can easily go from 3-9 to 8-4, 9-3 in 1 year.
Look at Houston.
Exactly right. It's
Look
very
at
much
Colorado.
possible. Right.
Yeah. Anything else from this game? There's a couple more bad things we can talk
Let's
about.
hear them. Let's put them out there.
Wait,
man.
hold on. I want to hit a couple good things. Or do you want to go bad things first?
Since he's
Try
ready,
try and find the good things, please.
Okay.
Sean Myers.
Time of possession.
New mate. 6 punts for 283 yards, an average of 47.2
He bounced
yards.
back.
Booming.
And I don't know if this is true, but over in section 108, the people were talking and some stories were being shared. Now, there's a good side and a bad side to this story. Apparently, the first time that Mate's family, ever came out to watch him for a game was last year, CU at Kansas. There's just one problem with that game. Can any of you tell me what it was?
Whatever
They're
happened
still
on the
running.
field that day?
I mean, he was playing for Kansas. I don't know. I don't know.
Kansas never punted.
Yeah, because they're still scoring.
Crazy. They went out to see their boy, and he ain't even getting the game. That's crazy.
So, again, this is just what was being said in the section, and apparently they were out there tonight to come see him again. So they
I
got
tell
to
you
see him
something,
ball
Saw him
out.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I told Mate on the sideline, man. I really, we have this lock-in joke, being a specialist, but I told him I was being dead-ass serious because I appreciate him staying locked in. Like, he would go get on the bike. Like, this game is out of reach, and he's a leader on his team. You ain't got no business stretching. Like, this is over. But he would go get on the bike and stay engaged, and I told him what good leadership quality it was. And lo and behold, they go out there. Hawkins, Mate, Mata, are the three. And Hawk uncharacteristically has a high snap. And Mate goes and gets it, brings it down, Mata makes the kick. Like, you got to stay engaged even when you're getting your ass kicked, because a guy who hadn't been on the bike and hadn't been paying attention, that snap goes over his head.
Oh, yeah.
And so Mate is just like a consummate leader, on that team.
Yep.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, that's why Coach Primer said all year the specialists have been arguably the most consistent part of this
They
team.
Not arguably.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
What else good did you find in there?
Omar and Miller.
Yep.
I mean, he's a dog.
Dog.
Absolute dog.
Dog. I thought Sean Myers played well, too.
He did.
2
I
tackles
don't
for
know how many
loss.
snaps he got, though.
I don't either. But,
Well,
I mean,
here-
it was
here's one of-
limited snaps. He still had
Here's one of the
5-6
things
tackles.
that when we talk about changes,
5 tackles.
right? And this ain't something I've heard, so I'm not quoting the coach or anything. This is just my eyeball test, sideline and practice. I think we've absolutely reached a point in the season, and it probably should have been before the first bye week, but we've absolutely reached it now with 3 games left. We got to start playing the guys that got heart versus the guys who have the talent.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the talent has had an opportunity to right the wrong and get us there, and it hadn't happened.
Many opportunities.
And so I don't care if it's Lil Goldberg at linebacker, right? Before we keep doing the same thing week after week, give another guy who's just hungry.
For sure.
And here's what you can do if he F's up. Take him out. But to never put him in, it's like, and you can, and for me, as a fan watching all this, I can say that from position to position to position, just like Juju finally got in, right? And Ponder got in because Juju's hands got hurt. So,
Right.
you can say this about any damn unit. We got other guys that can kick other than Made Mata. Like, if they started messing up, you've reached this point in the season where it's like, you know what, man? Give me 11 guys that haven't played.
Yeah. Heartless
Still.
football is contagious.
Yep.
And
It's tough to watch.
God, how do you hear Ray Lewis yesterday and then go out and play that way? That's crazy.
Did you find any more good on there?
Oh, I wasn't looking anymore.
Okay.
It's high stock paper. Nice watermark in there.
We mentioned Tawfiq. That's a blow. I think DJ kind of got benched at some point. He just stopped being in the game. So the secondary is just in terrible shape.
DJ, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think DJ might have got banged up a little bit.
That's what I saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw DJ as I was leaving the stadium, and he was walking kind of with a.
Yeah.
Almost as bad
Support
because you
staff.
can't
Yeah.
handle any more injuries in
It's
that
true.
secondary.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Larry Johnson's out. That's another offensive line starter. He's on a boot on the sideline.
And I don't know
Monty
any
played
details
defensive
on that.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
we'll keep
defensive
that.
line depth is it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so bad right now.
Ooh,
How much time's left in that?
One
Just
upside
started second half.
to all of that is, and this is not like a miracle upside, just is what it is. We do have another bye week left this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost forgot about You forget about that, actually.
It's after West Virginia.
Right.
So that gives us 2 games after that bye. But, when you look at today's outcome and what needs to be addressed, fixed, you kind of wish it was this week. That you had to bye before going and then run 3 in
Right.
a row. But we got a short week next week because we travel. I'm going to assume because it's that far East Coast, we leave a day earlier than normal. So team is probably going to leave Thursday. I don't know that for a fact. And then you got that bye, and then home, then away. So you got 3 opportunities, man, here to show some pride, show some passion. And I say again, this ain't nothing I've heard or validate from someone in the building. It's just me watching from the sideline. Like, why not let that guy go out there?
For real.
It can't be worse.
Say what you got to lose, you know.
It can't be worse is always a dangerous thing to say. But I know your point.
Especially in college football.
It's just like when Coach Prime tell me other than that.
You have no idea
Other
how
than
many.
that.
You have no idea how many times we've watched a CU football game and been like, "All right, that's rock bottom. Can't be worse than that," and been wrong.
Like, yes, it can. It just got worse.
Man, let go
But
of
you
hell,
do
bro.
feel the spirit of what I'm saying, though.
As I tweeted tonight, we tried to let go of hell, and hell has our balls in a vice grip.
You had.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah,
In front of
I'm an open book. Yeah.
I know. Is this your first time shirtless in Folsom?
100%.
See, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It went too cold, bro.
You know what? Something about just camaraderie with the fellas.
Just gets the adrenaline rushing.
Yeah, it warms you up. I truly wasn't cold until like the end. People started to clear out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm starting to feel cold. And I kind of looked around and I was like, like 100 people just left.
And I think
then
on
I
the
was
big
like-
screen, I saw a girl over there. She still had a bra on, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think I saw a couple chicks take shirts off.
Yeah, there's a couple guys who came in there with shirts on.
Yeah.
And then everyone was just, take it off. Take it off. And that's how they got chipped. So they got chipped to take it off.
Bright spot of the game for me, man. I love that part.
That was great.
hilarious.
Like I said, everyone who was in there like left tonight being like, you know what, that was kind of fun. And if it wasn't for that, you weren't having any fun at the stadium tonight.
No.
No, and it's God bless the crowd, man. Homecoming, like we always talk about, or been talking about lately. Pride and tradition in the Colorado Buffaloes will not being trusted to Team of the Week. Played Team of the Week, and the crowd exited on us. Can't blame them.
Nope.
You might as well get the Taco Bell early. Getting your Toyota hit to Taco Bell early. Matter of fact, getting your Toyota hit Bet 365 while you're in the line at Taco Bell. Like, you might as well do all of that.
Pick up some Kers.
Like, why not?
And then plan
you
for
just-
next
you
week
just-
at game time.
You just hate to see that, man. You just hate to, and I'm not talking about from a blame the fan standpoint. You hate to see a product that causes that to happen.
Yeah, I was on the fans for the last time they left early, which was in a win. Delaware?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, it was a win
Or
game.
Wyoming?
Yeah.
This one, I can't blame anyone.
Totally understand it.
Especially the students, like Halloween weekend. I was joking with someone in our section. I'm like, oh, they're just trying to make sure they get home in time to watch the postgame show.
We understand. Yeah.
Yep.
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 King of the Hill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was going to say more about the box score. I don't know if anyone wants to hear it, though.
I mean, the penalties really is
That's where I was going to go.
brutal, dog.
That's where I was going to go.
10, 14
Yes.
for 110 yards.
You had
And
like 8 for 70 before halftime.
Yes.
But dog, it's like again back to last year. It's not just the 14.
It's the timeliness.
The situation that they
Yes.
happened in.
You take off a 75-yard touchdown pass, which was truly a dime by Caden. A
dime.
great play by
That was
Sincere.
such a good throw.
Taken off the board by, again, it comes back to discipline. Guys not lined up correctly. You're in illegal formation because you're not lined up correctly.
Yep.
Why? How?
And
What was
Ivan
the-
Yates
what was
interception.
The first words out of Ray's mouth: alignment,
Exactly.
assignment, and then technique.
Exactly.
Like we start off in the right damn spot. Like, where am I supposed to be? That's my alignment. What's my job? That's my assignment. And then how do I go about my job? And we are failing at the first step.
And then I believe the Ivan Yates interception was taken off by a roughing the passer penalty.
It was.
It was a weak
It's
roughing the
discipline.
passer
It
penalty,
was.
but at the same time,
You just can't do
a,
it.
Nope.
a controllable roughing the passer
Exactly.
penalty.
That was my point to it. Like, if I'm back there officiating, do I call that? Nope. And I don't care who I'm watching.
Right.
It could be somebody hit the Cowboys. I'm probably not going to call that. Well, I'm lying. I would. But you get my point. And it's like, yeah, we did it, though. Like, it doesn't matter if it's
You
soft
gave
or
the
weak.
ref the opportunity
Yeah.
to throw that flag.
You had like a big play, and then you had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and a hold, and all of a sudden it's not a big play, and it's 1st and 30, and you're
Exactly.
under your own goalpost.
Yep.
Exactly.
And then we do a couple of running plays.
And then the boo birds come out.
I mean,
rightfully so.
there's nothing else to say about this offense. So they ran the ball 42 times and only averaged 3.1 yards a carry. We had 4 quarterbacks enter the game. There was 5 turnovers. There's nothing else to say about the offense.
No, you can't.
14 penalties.
With all the opportunities, and I
done
know
with that
a lot
shit.
of people look at the scoreboard, whether you look at it for a quarter or a half or the game, and the scoreboard is the scoreboard, don't get me wrong. But when you look at situations throughout the game, there were moments like we could have righted the ship and been back in the game.
Yes.
and then we would do like a penalty or turnover and just negate all. Dude, we had a 70-yard, 17-play, 7-minute drive
Longest drive of the season, 17 plays.
that resulted in a touchdown.
Yep.
Do that again. Oh, no, we turned it over. All right, go back now and do it again. Oh, man, roughing the pass. I mean, personal foul. Like we wouldn't stop the penalties. And this is coming off last week's ass kicking where you only had 2 penalties.
Right.
The one bright spot last week was the 2 penalties.
For sure.
And this week you have 14 at the worst possible times.
Just missed opportunities too. I mean, you forced 3 fumbles. You did recover 2 of them. You had like 2 dropped interceptions at least.
Yep.
You had the interception that was taken off the board. Like, I mean, the score's 52-17. I don't even know what that margin of victory is, and I'm not going to say they were in this game. But
35.
yes, they had opportunities, and they did not take advantage of any opportunities.
You had, and that's what I was talking about, the math of the scoreboard. You had opportunities late in the first and throughout the second that it wouldn't have been like this. Mm-hmm. Whether you won or lost doesn't matter, but it wouldn't have been 52-17. But your penalties and turnovers kept you from maximizing opportunities, so you never know.
Yep. Also, I mean, and I don't want to dog on him because he got benched, but like the 3 and outs early on from this offense and from Caden, it's just it killed the whole game.
So, like for me, Jake, whether
But
it's
it's the play calling on the first
whether it's
series.
a Caden thing
For sure.
or a play call thing, that's exactly what I was about to say. Doesn't matter which way it is, because of the non-cohesive talent that's on this team, you just can't afford to do that.
100%.
Like we didn't cross the 50.
Yeah.
Like we it's just like with Utah, you didn't even give like, hey, where's Buck? Let me see if we
Exactly.
just get some points.
Not even in field goal range or approaching it.
Never. Because you're 3 and out in it, throwing the ball in the dirt, like it's
Or you're turning the ball over.
Yes.
That's become a problem. Caden has an interception, at least 1 in 4 of the last 5 games. He had 2 tonight with the fumble and the interception as well. Like that type of stuff when
and
you're
then you
already
replace him and have 2.
exactly
Like-
right.
like-
Exactly right.
2.
Staub
I
went-
shouldn't have thrown that. Was that 0 for 2 for 2 picks?
Yes.
Yes, his quarterback rating is minus 200.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you go for a spark, and then the spark ain't a spark because the same thing
I
happens.
do appreciate them having a quick plug on Staub there. Like we went for you for a spark. You're not giving it to
But
us.
almost
You're
like,
coming out
why
the
is
game.
he even going into the game?
He's the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
That's
He
just
has to
straight
go
up
back.
answer.
Yeah, he has to go back. And I know I can't see the chat, but I know what the chat thinks and going to say. You got to go to 2 before you go to 3.
That's just how it works.
Because if 3 was good enough to be 2, he would be the 2.
Correct.
Just like you didn't go from
But the
Caden to Ponder.
Right,
Like you got to
right.
go through how you have these guys ranked and tiered
Yeah.
because they're ranked and tiered for their knowledge of the playbook and their ability to execute it. No matter who you may think is best with your eyeball test, that's how it works in practice through the process. So you had to go Staub.
For sure.
And then it was Staub that made you go to Juju. Because let's look at it this way.
You
If
might-
Staub goes out there, what was that game he played?
Delaware.
If he goes out there and do that, we're all sitting here going, Staub start next week. For sure.
But
The
what
game's
hap-
over, though.
what happens if you go back to Delaware and instead of Quanell running the glance on the RPO, it's Omarion Miller, and he makes that catch up in the air and takes it to the house? Could have changed the entire season.
I mean, I think I said that to Jake recently. Like, if Juju against Delaware goes in and just does what Staub did, like you just said, it's a whole different season. Like, Juju's probably the starter after that week going the rest of the way.
Which is-
But, it's opportunities, and you can say that he wasn't given much of an opportunity. He just had the 2 drives that obviously kind of ended short. But he was given an opportunity. Staub was given an opportunity. And we've seen now at least twice this year that Coach Prime has cycled through these quarterbacks to try to find an answer and try to find a spark. And each of them have had more than one opportunity.
In spite of.
Right. And we'll see who gets the nod next week, but everybody is culpable in this.
What I know what you're saying about the way things go in practice. I just wonder if maybe there needs to be a reevaluation of how players are being evaluated in practice. Tawfiq Byer didn't start the season.
But I will say this, man. You guys know some things that I know that no one else knows about how things are graded and processed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot more to it.
There's a lot,
of course.
There's
But
a lot more, and I'm telling you that sometimes we have players that we pull for and root for, and we want them to have the opportunity, but unbeknownst to us, they've done something that they shouldn't have done to remove that opportunity from themselves.
For sure.
It's just
for sure.
it's for sure. But it's just hard to see, like, Tawfiq Byer didn't start the season at safety last year. Nakai Hill-Green didn't start the season at linebacker. The year before, Cam Silman-Craig didn't start the season at safety. Like,
And one of the things I can say about all of those specifically is a light bulb turned on in them and made them move up.
fair.
And so what you're saying about evaluating the process to evaluate, I totally understand. But when you look at how it worked, it actually proves the process worked. Coach Prime told the guys last week, hey, scout team, like, do something because we're looking at you.
Right.
Like, we want to move somebody up. But you haven't shown us here that you'll do it there, so why would we bump somebody up? And then somebody gets a fire in their ass, whether they're mad because of not having the opportunity. What happens? They start playing better at practice. They start doing their film. They start answering their questions better, whatever the case may be. Now they're out there balling.
So the team just isn't good enough then. It's not deep enough yet. Still.
And how did we start the show?
Yeah.
We're not a good team. And if you didn't believe it before Utah, if you started to believe it after Utah, tonight you have to believe. You have to just accept that. Like, okay,
sure.
There's no doubt this team has talent. And I think if you talk about evaluation standpoint, I'll own this. If there's anything that was missed this year, when we were all saying not external, internal in the building, saying that this is a better team, we were looking too hard at individual talent.
For sure.
Because individually across the board, this team is more talented than last year's team. But last year's team found a way to be a team.
Yeah.
And that hadn't happened here yet, and we ain't got but 3 games left.
This team has some talent. It's just not a talented team.
Nope.
Fair.
And that's unfortunate reality and truth with the situation.
Guessing we've got several super chats.
Yeah, let's get yelled at.
I hope they're all shirtless.
All right. We got a lot of them.
I'm proud of you.
How many?
I mean, I've got
Just so you
20?
know,
Oh, that's not too bad.
every super chat from a man, I'm imagining you typing it tarps off.
Get that rocks.
Has that always been a thing? People referring to shirts as tarps?
I don't.
I've never
Me
heard
and my
that before.
friends.
I'm shirts.
I've just never heard that before tonight.
Well, I don't say like, hold on real quick, I gotta go grab a tarp.
I didn't know.
It's only a tarp if it's coming off.
Valid. Okay.
All right, here we go. Cape Crusader says, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a change. We just got blown out by a 4-win team. How embarrassing. We need new coaches and talent. Juju looked promising.
Yep.
Thank you for the super chat, Cape Crusader.
And I spoke to a source who told me Juju's hand was cramping. That's all.
Okay. Riz NJ says, we don't need to see Caden Sidearm Salter ever get on the field, even if we have to go to Ponder. Thank you, Riz. Dat What says, I love Prime Man, but there's narcissistic tendencies in his ability to answer direct questions. Shutting down every question is eye-opening. Thank you, Dat What. Garrett with the 199 super chat. Thank you. Warren G with the 199 super chat.
Warren G.
If the team isn't cohesive, that is on coaching. Thank you, Warren G.
Mm-hmm.
Cape Crusader again. As someone who played corner in high school, our DB coach always taught us to spot the ball. These DBs never turn around. Only Travis spotted the ball. East Coast Kev says, you can't just blame the players when our abysmal coaching staff is not putting these kids in the right position to win. Throw the whole coaching staff away.
Don't do that.
Alex with the super chat said, thank you, Alex. Alex with another one. Stop blaming the players. It's leadership. FF18 Buff says, explain how we line up in illegal formation in game 9.
Yeah, it's
and
unfortunate.
so this is why it's a cumulative effort.
Yeah.
When you get your ass kicked, because do you think now? Sometimes the answer is yes, but most times the answer is no. Do you think the coaches taught them to line up wrong?
It's what we said earlier in the week. I said earlier in the week.
But dog, this is. I'm not gonna go do it because we're delayed.
That's a hilarious question, low key though.
No, but it's the facts. It's
It is.
But you would give us to say stop blaming the players.
Right.
Well, it's not a blame player thing. That's who's on the damn field.
Right.
And with all the other stuff that goes wrong, do you really think the coach taught them to do it that way?
Right.
And there is some times where you have some like specialty formation and you think you're being cute and you might miss that you don't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. I've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to just straight up lining up, you weren't coached that way.
Look, Coach Pollard has been on this show and said when that ball hit the guy in the back, that was on me because I didn't tell our freshman guy to be on the lookout for that and yell Peter. Like I hadn't taught him that yet. I own that. So yeah, there's some things that go wrong in the game that can be attributed to coaching. But formation, no one taught you to line up like that.
Like I said, it's when you lose this bad, you can point a finger any which way you want, except for Ed Julian Lewis tonight, or Mate, or Omari Miller.
Can I ask you a question about Coach Shermer? A non-confrontational one. Obviously, last year he was on the sideline. This year he's in the booth. Mm-hmm. Do you know, was that just a comfortability thing?
I have literally no idea.
Yeah,
I have no.
I guess I'm just gonna have to maybe ask Coach Prime about that because that's like a noticeable change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I wonder, like I said, if that was just a comfortability thing. That's something he did more in his past.
I would love to be able to tell you answer or make up one, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
About that transition. I know most of the time it's a comfortability thing. Like I can see better from up there.
Right.
You know. And then other times you'll have a coach prefer because he wants direct communication with the player or his unit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like that. I don't know.
It's like the offensive line, Dre is upstairs.
Right, but Gunner's on the sideline,
and George are down.
Right.
Going back to execution and lining up wrong. That's what I said earlier in the week. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right, and someone said, RK, it's happened over and over. It's coach and player. Like I said, it's a team effort to lose by 35 points.
Yep. Okay. These boys can't line up right on offense or defense. Sorry, but that's coaching. Saying that it's the players is a huge deflection.
I just think it's funny how you'll have a critique of a player. You just point out the fact that's coaching. You have a critique of a coach. The players are the ones out on the field.
Yeah, it's like
you'll say the offense wasn't great tonight. Don't put it all on the offense. This is on the defense. You say the defense wasn't good tonight. Don't blame it on the defense. It's everybody off.
The reoccurring theme this season has been coaches and accountability. And I've beyond gotten mad. I laugh at it now. Every press conference, the coaches take accountability. Like, what more accountability do you want?
They don't watch the press conferences. Clearly,
they want us to hold them accountable. That's what
they already held themselves accountable.
They want me to walk in there, Coors Light in hand,
shirt
start
tarpless,
just yelling,
tarpless.
How the you call those two places?
That's how you hold them accountable, RK.
I told you when we had this conversation earlier in the week. That's why they want us to ask their questions, and that's what apparently holding people accountable is.
And I get you.
If you say I don't know if this is a joke,
but the person
stop
is
only blaming players.
They gotta be trolling.
It's gotta be a joke. Or you didn't hear the first segment.
I can't.
But in the immortal words of my GOAT, Nikola Jokic, winning is fun and losing sucks.
Yeah, every time.
And so everyone's going to find something to nitpick when they lose.
Booney So Random says, y'all been saying how great practice has been going, but then game time, it's a different story. Somebody been lying.
No, two things can be true at the same time. Like, you can have a week of good practice and get your ass kicked. Like, that's sports.
That happens.
You can have a week of bad practice and win a game. Like, that's sports.
I haven't been to a practice in 2 years.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Great point.
Alex, just thank you for the super chat. Brad, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. The Pat Shermer Indeed account with the $4.99 super chat says you need two things to win: coaching and talent. How is it year 3 and we have neither?
Because every year it resets.
Every year's a new team in this day and age.
100%.
It's just that simple.
Especially in college football.
Yeah. One season in college football in this new modern era of college football does not translate to the next. You can go undefeated and then not win a damn game the very next year. Like, it is a new team every year.
And along the lines of having that performance just days or hours after hearing Ray Lewis really kind of pour his heart out in front of the team, to have that performance in front of Shedeur Sanders is just adds another layer of embarrassment for me personally. Somebody who's obviously named jersey is retired, who, Coach Prime said to the game that they haven't seen each other in a long time. Mm-hmm. And for them to be able to reunite tonight, but it be in the backdrop of that foolishness that occurred on the field.
You're just not being accountable, though.
I just got to be better. I just have to be better.
It is true, though, but, there's a missing ingredient of this team, and it's just that. It's like
how that don't motivate you,
right?
Like, I ain't finna look free in front of Shedeur,
but
in front of Ray Lewis. I ain't finna go like that.
Pause. No, fill in the blank. Shedeur did look great tonight. But if it takes Shedeur being there to get you up, and not the fact that it's homecoming, not the fact that it's one of your last 2 home games, particularly if you're a senior, not to mention you're 3 wins away from being bowl eligible. Like if it takes Shedeur coming to get you up, and that still doesn't get you up, then you ain't supposed to be here.
Facts.
That's a selection issue before it even becomes a coaching issue. Like you can't have that kind of mindset in your organization. You don't fit here. If it takes Shedeur coming to a game like, oh, man, I got to play. Like, no.
But at the same time, there is something to that, though. It's like Lil Wayne walks the team out of the locker room like there's an extra juice and everyone's fired up.
Not knocking that, but like Coach Prime asked the guys, why do you play harder? Why, if he trick questions, right? Hey, did you play hard today since there was so many scouts out there? I sure did.
Why not every day?
Why did you you're supposed to do that every day?
Yeah,
right. Because that's how you get better. And I get it. Wayne walking out, man, that is motivation. Shedeur being there, that is motivation. But at this point in the season, if that's what it takes, and to Scotty's point, and that still doesn't work.
Yep. Yes. I mean,
you just saying you ain't the one to be here.
But
correct.
Yeah, and then it's all of it though, because this, I don't think the team currently has confidence in, especially on offense. I don't think they have confidence in the plays that are coming in, and defensively, I don't think we've switched it up enough to make teams think. I mean, they're just picking on those one-on-one matchups on the outside early in this game, and it's like, okay, we'll show them something different. And no, they go to 4th down, they just run the same little comeback route.
Because RK, for me, bro, and this is not no bullshit. This is not like a jokey joke. This is for real. We all got different motivators, right? You remember when Juju came in and had to score a touchdown? Mm-hmm. That attached with the tarpless people, that would have made me play my ass off. I want to prove the people who stayed right.
Yeah, I swear.
And I want the people who left to be like, damn, I hate I left. But you just don't have that kind of collected pride and passion. You have one guy, Tafiq Bar, we talk about all the time.
Right.
He don't need a Shedeur to come to the game for people to be tarpless.
Nope.
It could be empty, and he's going to do his thing.
Yeah, I was talking to Akib this week about the Cowboys' defense, actually. Yeah. And he's just like, those guys have no confidence.
Wow. Yeah, blocks is crazy.
They have no confidence in what's going on right now because they'll get into that meeting on Wednesday, and they'll do the install, and they'll start texting each other. What the fuck is this? Yeah. And I fear that there's some of that going on.
I think you would have that in any organization, but I also have to say I haven't seen it in this one. Not amongst players, which is why Coach Prime can say stuff like, "I don't think anybody's quit."
ESPN's they've lost any
decorum,
everything. This ESPN notification I got: Deion Sanders blocks player interviews for the first time in his tenure at Colorado after blowout loss for the "Don't attack the players." Quote:
Did players speak tonight?
No, but that wasn't ESPN.
Yes, the use of the word block is crazy. Purposefully obtuse and misleading.
Yeah, very, very much so. Because he even said in the locker room, hey, look, I got the press tonight. Y'all don't worry about it. It wasn't like I don't trust y'all. They'll try to trap y'all up. It was nothing like that. Yeah. It was an ownership thing. Yeah. It was like, hey, I don't want you to go. And they try to blame you when everything that has happened tonight that led us up to being here tonight is personally my fault.
I respect that quite a bit from Coach Prime.
And you know who else does? Kurt Warner.
It's almost like he's accountable.
Kurt Warner retweeted my tweet about Coach Prime saying that no players will be available to speak post-game, and Kurt Warner goes, extreme ownership when your whole team is a bad outing, which happens to everyone. When no one plays well as a coach, you have to ask, what didn't I do well enough this week? Even though the easy thing is to point to those between the lines. Well done, Prime.
But what more accountability can you ask
Kurt
for?
Warner.
He needs to be more accountable.
But I just do want to touch on that because I really respect it from Coach Prime. To say like, hey, like I'm gonna take the hits for this one
For sure.
and you can frame it the way that ESPN did, which is kind of bullshit, or you can frame it as Coach Prime says, quite literally, "Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40."
40.
Yeah. And I did it.
Right.
Everything that happened tonight, good, bad, or ugly, I am the one who put those people in the position for it to happen. So what I'm going to do is, why ask them? Ask me. Because I'm the one who did it.
Yeah.
He's not accountable.
I just think he should be more accountable, actually.
You're trolling.
Chuck Super
I
Chats.
do think he needs to use his ability to control the coaching staff and who is on it.
Chuck asks, or he does ask, is it true Hart told Nakai Hillgreen he wasn't wanted no more? No.
Well, that was the narrative started on Twitter this week. Or restarted, I should say.
Y'all got to just let these players go, man. You got to
Just
stop
saying.
dwelling on them. I'm telling you. Chuck says, for RK and Jake, enjoy being number one in our division for a week. My Chiefs are back and better than ever and fully healthy. He goes, hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. We back, you dig. Hashtag scary hours. Hashtag Pat MVP season loading. Bo ain't it. Broncos trash.
Oh, snap.
Oh, Chuck. We'll revisit this later this month.
Just
bud.
remember that Bo is 1-1 against the Chiefs and should really be 2-0.
Yep, 100%.
Andy Reid was in the building tonight, though. Shout out to him. That was cool.
I'm just
No,
gonna
don't
remember
you ever wear
that he paid
red
to say
or
that.
a fucking Chiefs gear in that
Yeah,
stadium.
that was
ever.
crazy.
And they kept putting him on the damn Jumbotron like they was a fan of
Yeah,
something.
but he did. He pulled open his shirt at one point and he had Buffs gear on.
Oh,
And then
okay.
he went tarps off too.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry.
Patrick with the super chat. It's been a terrible season. At least it was good seeing Juju tonight. My girlfriend bought me tickets to the West Virginia game. Will y'all be there? Sco Buffs from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
One more thing on the Coach Prime essentially blocking or Coach Prime taking the pressure off the players as it relates to.
Coach Prime taking ownership of the situation.
I would kind of love a player to be like, nah,
I got it.
I'm talking to. I want to be the voice of of my team.
But here's what you would love. That fucking happened.
Okay.
But that don't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah.
For instance, when Coach Prime got off the stage, he's like, that's it, y'all, blah, 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 standard speech. And then Ben huddled the team up. And Coach Prime, no, Ben, it's like, right, go ahead, you got it. And they had a players-only meeting. Like, here's one of just the drawbacks of the Prime organization. We show so much, or he allows so much to be shown, that when you don't see something, you just assume it's not happening.
Yes,
That's a fact.
100%.
And I can
Someone
guarantee
you
you,
assume they're
I
not
did
there.
not see it today. But I bet you Coach Prime took a dunk.
Did you see accountability?
I hope so, because I shook his hand, and all employees must wash hands.
Well, did you ask him for more accountability?
But we will assume, because he didn't say he's accountable, which he said 50 times, that's why I'm the only one sitting here tonight. He's not being accountable. It's like, y'all, let it. Trust the guy, don't trust the guy.
He hasn't said he's accountable in the last hour.
Stop.
Hurry, they just keep coming.
C. Brown says, Scott, they had multiple illegal formations against Utah, but the refs never called it. That's how Pat designed the plays. That was on Pat.
Can
Don
I sit like
Peasy.
this more often so I can look at Scott? I'm enjoying this.
Don Peasy says, I know it's taboo to say
Peasy.
this. However, acquiring Salter and Pat have accounted in net losses for this team, and Prime's seemingly blind loyalty to some coaches is backfiring badly. Still rock with this team, though. Appreciate you, Peasy.
Thanks, Peasy.
Oh, boy. All right. That what says, RK always pictures men with tarps on. Sorry.
Facts.
My bad.
No, it's fine. Yeah. It's isn't that like a thing they say to knock the nerves off? You imagine everyone.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the room.
Yeah,
And
that's
they could,
true.
yeah.
Yep.
D says, thank you guys for answering questions. Always. Every day.
Of course.
Gilly says, bad game, but Juju looked good out there. Hope we see Juju the rest of the way. Our guy, Jacob Polite, $1.99 super chat. Then another one that says, keep doing good work, fellas. They'll get it right. Appreciate you, brother.
Jacob.
Don Peasy again. Another week, another glaring reason why Shador's number is retired. 100%.
Man, I tried to tell everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be missed.
FF18 says, boys need some Taco Bell. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, brother.
Laura and Christy Buffenmeyer say, I love it when the four of you are together. I sure miss the RV post games from last year. It is hard to coach being a team player. Some people aren't built that way. I am sure that will be fixed with recruiting. I still believe. Appreciate you.
By the way,
Super of the night.
Utah now putting BTA on Cincy.
Was that the last one?
Yes.
That was a killer last
There's
one.
a couple more.
Utah's good.
Chuck said we'll see come playoff time if Bo is that. We sure will. Tyson Smith said if Alabama's head coach was 16 and 17 over almost 3 years, shouldn't they look for a new coach? If yes, why isn't CU looking for a new head coach? Well, because CU is not Alabama and is nowhere near Alabama. And when Coach Prime got here, Colorado was the opposite of Alabama.
If Alabama went 1-11 and had an 8-year bowl drought, I'm sure they'd be a lot more patient too.
Yeah. And additional log on that fire, including the Utah game, including tonight's game. One thing you can still absolutely say about this organization of CU football under the leadership of the athletic director and head coach, the arrow is very much pointing up.
And by the way, we've tried the fire a coach every couple of years thing. That one doesn't work either.
Yeah. Jaja Davis says, when Ray Lewis was introduced and the room was silent, I knew there was nothing left to say. There's a huge disconnect.
I totally got to disagree with that. The room was not silent. The room was like in reverence.
Yeah, didn't they get turned?
Yeah, it was a gasp silence, not a who's this dude?
Like, let me lock in. real
Yeah,
quick.
it was that kind of silence.
C. Brown says, we didn't have a leadership camp this year, and they were expecting leaders on this team. That's on our GM, Kelly.
New
Now, I'm going to
pointed.
tell you this about that because I disagree with the outcome of the statement, but I totally agree with the premise of the statement. We did not, because of scheduling purposes, get to have the leadership camps that we have, and I do believe that it had an impact.
I'm sure. Well, your coach also had a health thing.
He was fighting for his fucking life,
Yes.
literally. So and it was very important for that development that he be there and everybody else be there.
Of course.
And this was one of those people also don't appreciate the limited number of hours you get to do stuff.
Right.
And sometimes it doesn't fit, and sometimes it does, and sometimes logistics get in the way. But there's no doubt about my mind, I can't sit here and advocate for those camps working and then we not have one say it didn't have an impact, that it didn't happen. Like, if it's important enough to do, that means when you don't do it, it's missed. And I think it is missed. But you're not going to sit and hang that on Coach Kelly. Like, he's the only guy that's in charge of leadership development or camps taking place. Like, David Kelly is like a star leader in that organization.
Most definitely.
I believe it. That's it. We're just cutting it off. No more super chats at this point. Final words.
Being accountable.
Anyone?
Accountability is my final word.
I think I need to be more accountable.
I think
if
we
I'm
all
being
do.
honest.
I think we all do. Scotty is certainly not locked in.
Thank you. So, yeah, if I don't start being more accountable, just remind me again, because I'm sure that'll work.
Just DM my guy, Jake.
Yeah, please.
Well,
At
like,
Jake DNVR.
Yep.
broken record time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 wins. We got 3 games left. And I have always said the talent on this team, and I'm including the coaching staff, I'm including David Kelly, I'm including us as part of the team. The talent level is far too high here where you don't even get to a bowl game with 6 wins. Now, the beauty of it is you still can do that. But now you got to beat West Virginia and West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got to beat Arizona State at home, and then you got to win in final rolling again. Like, it is what it is, fellas.
Yep.
You miss one of those, and it's go ahead and make your December plans.
I hate that every time one of these losses comes around, I'm kind of forced to move my own goalposts on what needs to happen this season, but it's just now hitting me that, like, this could be the worst season of the Coach Prime era, and that just cannot happen from a win perspective. Like,
It's trending that way.
Mm-hmm.
you can't dip down lower than where you
Than
were
what we
in
thought
year
was
one.
pretty damn low.
Yeah, you can't. So you got to find a way to win at least 2 more.
I totally agree with that, and I sure want us to win 3 more. What we absolutely can have in that path is anymore looking like this. Like
Right.
Utah was supposed to be, that's it.
For sure.
And now it has happened again. There's no way it can happen again and you do not make offseason like big time changes, because then you'll be saying that's okay. Right? And it's not okay. It's just, it can't be entrusted to the timid or the weak. If you're going to write it on the building, you got to live by it. And these past 2 weeks, we had lived by it.
Yep. Shout out Gilly for the last super chat that night. Can't get Taco Bell with Shador for the squad or S2, I think. That is Shador, right? The money sign too.
Yeah.
Allison is a big Taco
Thank you,
Bell
Gilly.
fan. She's probably asleep, though.
Dreaming about
Taco Bell.
Buffs box right now.
All right.
We're going home.
Shout out to the broker in for graciously hosting us.
Absolutely.
Even the staff up front, just so friendly. I mean, everybody we saw in here was just shout out to the broker.
Here's a fun fact about the beautiful broker in. This ain't no shit, Scotty. Fix your face, because you always think Neely's about to just make up some shit. This is a fact. You call the broker in and you come to town for a game or otherwise, and you say Uncle Neely sent you, you're getting 20% off your stay.
Oh,
Damn.
y'all better tap in.
There you go.
I might just head over to Dark Horse, have about 13 course lights, and then come back here and tell them Neely sent me.
And there's a little note on the counter to remind staff if they say Uncle Neely is 20% off.
Wow.
I might just come right back to this room, though, and crash on one of these couches.
All right, let's get started on it then. We'll
All
see
right.
y'all on Monday. Go Buffs.
Let's go, Buffs.
Go Bulls!
We all silly like the mayor.